You are the internet, I am N1njaStars. This is Team Deathmatch on Kowloon using the Galil silenced with Ninja, Sleight of Hand, and Ghost. As usual, nothing new. Wanted to put this gameplay up because it's a pretty good example of something I was talking about in my last video, which was using this class as a way to carry your team in team-based games that allow you to get through to these kill streaks. Kill streak setup is the Blackbird, Chopper Gunner, and Dogs. And the idea is, with the Blackbird up, that's the most... Look at this bullshit. It's red the whole time, and somehow just like flies through the guy. So the idea is that you put the Blackbird up, that gives you your entire team the most benefit. It also gets you to your Chopper Gunner and Dogs most efficiently. So it's the closest thing to a stacking effect that this game has. That get to 8 and you get to 11 more often than not with this setup. And once you do that, you release Dogs and then release Chopper Gunner. And essentially the effect that that has is that they have to try to shoot down the Chopper Gunner, but they also have to try to avoid the Dogs. And the Dogs get you inside if you're hiding from the Chopper Gunner, and the Chopper Gunner obviously gets you outside. It creates a situation where they can't hide, and that's only dealing with one of you on the map. So their whole team suddenly has to work to deal with what I am doing, which also benefits the rest of the team because they have everything that I'm doing to worry about plus my teammates. And it has the added effect and the most beneficial effect for my style of gameplay, because in this game and in most of the team deathmatch games that I'm playing, it's me by myself or me with one other friend. So it's, you know, teams of 6 and me and one other person carrying 4 people who are usually negative in KD. That contract that I just failed is not one that I fail very often. I was pretty disappointed with that. But anyway, yeah, so you get to the 8, and I've actually been toying with a different idea lately, and that is to not use the 8 right when you get it. And essentially what that does is, you know, you need one more kill to get to your chopper, which is like whatever, you can usually get one more. And if you do that, you can, you try to get Dogs, and if you don't, you can respawn, use the Chopper Gunner, and then you have the Blackbird to try and build up a kill streak again. It's not too hard to get that high up. Oh, I love the crossbow. So, yeah, if you're wondering why I have the crossbow on, it's because the practical use, the thought was that it's really good for dealing with campers, because it doesn't force me to actually go up and get them. I can just shoot that into the window where they are and let the explosion deal with them. The other reason I have it is the same reason that I have the Tomahawk equipped on this class instead of something else, and that is because I want to use them during the final kill cam, and in free-for-all and in team deathmatch you can kind of time that sort of thing, especially in free-for-all, because if you're winning the free-for-all, you know the next kill is the last kill when you're at 29, and you can just sort of pull that out and get kind of silly. So sped up the Chopper Gunner. This is an abnormal number of kills on this map for the Chopper Gunner. It's not really a good Chopper Gunner map, and I think it's probably better if you turn the Chopper Gunner off on this map and just go down to the normal attack helicopter and run 7-8-11. I think that's probably better, just because you have to circle this map. My style anyway is to circle this map a lot and sort of cut into the popular parts of the map from angles that I don't think people will be looking. and sort of try to sneak up on the people who are inside buildings camping around. Which, by the way, this is one of my favorite maps for a reason that I think is sort of underappreciated, and that is that Infinity Ward in Modern Warfare have maps that are very similar to this, with a lot of buildings and a lot of levels and different areas that you can get into, but they feel really... I don't know that it's necessarily the map, maybe it's just a spawn system, because the spawn systems in the Infinity Ward Call of Duties are terrible. Really, really terrible, and I mean the word terrible, because Halo 2 was where I really started playing online first-person shooters, and Halo 2 had better spawns than this game, not this game, but Infinity Ward's Call of Duties do, and that's really just not acceptable to me. But anyway, I can't remember what I was talking about. This map, what this map does really well is that it has a lot of buildings that feel like Modern Warfare, but it doesn't feel as campy, and like, you know, every corner that you move around is going to have some guy with his ass in a corner. So that was my first death. I wasn't really paying attention. I noticed that in games like this where I'm going flawless like the whole way, I die when I'm like, you know, in the 30s with kills. I die 1 or 2 times, and it's usually towards the end of the match when I start to feel invincible and I start to get a little bit you know, antsy, like I'm gonna get that flawless. But hopefully I'll get another flawless here soon and put it up, because I really enjoyed doing the last flawless where I was just really sarcastic and not very serious about it. But anyway, that's what I'm actually going to go try to get right now. Try to go get a flawless, and maybe I'll post that soon for you guys. Thanks for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe, whatever you can do to help me out. Thanks for watching, guys.